and let's go!
Wow. True ending ho.
Dango Duo. True ending hype. Let's go.
Yanto's in the room. I trapped him.
He's gonna complain.
Yeah.
With that, he turned and walked back towards the communications office. Clover waited until he was out of sight, then spoke in a small, quiet voice.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later, okay?
Huh? Hey, wait! Clover ignored him. From outside, Junpei could hear Ace calling.
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up, son.
Grumbling to himself, Junpei stomped off towards the communications office. I think we might be able to actually... Oh, you just turned the camera there. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, hold F, because I'm going to be doing a lot of... Some ink.
That's it.
Don't mind me as I solve the puzzle like you without doing a... without thinking.
That's what I do. Get the cable. Not the cable. The chair.
Oh, I need the music box. Where the fuck is the music box?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the music box?
Oh, there's only those two.
Okay, it has to be back in this room then.
Nope.
Oh no, it's all
You won't
here.
let us.
Where the fuck is the... Wait, do I have anything else?
Screwdriver? Select the screwdriver and then click everything.
No, we need a music box. Or,
I know, but
no,
like,
we need a tube or something.
But like the screwdriver will open stuff. That's why I'm just telling you.
I feel like we have to click like... Okay. Okay.
Is that window back there a thing? I don't think it is.
I don't think so. It's all here. Everything is here.
Ah, the clock. Check those drawers now. Click the drawer that's open with the screwdrivers. Is it the chair?
It can be... No, I
Not
tried
that
the
chair. The other. Oh.
Oh, we can go back. Oh.
Oh, that's the other way. That's why.
Oh, there it's right there. And then combine this with this. And then combine this with this.
This is the combining
combine
route.
This with this. There you go.
And now we go back.
Oh, and also, oh my god. Oh, I can just do it.
You want me to fast forward?
Nah. There you go.
Were you?
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, just
no.
hold like left, because like, if we're...
Oh, the drawer unlocked.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about...
And then we get...
I almost forgot about that. And, oh!
Oh!
Remember, you actually got this, but since you had no reference for this...
I forgot.
All ice. All ice. Did that mean... Junpei couldn't hold... Remember, what is this full of, Kitty?
I forgot.
Hieroglyphics. Remember? This is a notebook that's all filled with hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Junpei could hold back. He had to know what was in that file. Each page was covered with strange characters. They looked like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in the file, and each was full of these strange symbols. What the hell is this? He didn't realize he had spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him.
These are hieroglyphics, son.
Can you fast forward? Because it seems familiar. There you go.
There it is.
This must be the key to the library on the bottom deck.
Library.
So it would seem.
No, sea of knowledge, forest of knowledge.
What?
Books are made of paper made from trees.
What? That seems like a leap of logic. Junpei remembered something he had heard from Seven when they... Fuck.
Aha! Alice sleeps in the small chamber past the forest of knowledge, beneath the navel of the gigantic. Tick, tick,
What? No, that's dumb. That makes no sense. Did beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? Did forest of knowledge mean the library? If it did, Kitty's like flicking her head back and forth.
I'm so smart.
Then was Alice in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong, son?
Junpei blinked. Only then did he notice Ace looking at him, curiosity and concern written across his face in equal parts. There was no reason for Junpei to hide his thoughts. He began to explain his theory to Ace. Then he stopped. It wouldn't make any sense if Ace didn't know who Alice was supposed to be. So he told Ace everything June had told him. About the Egyptian priestess, about Ice 9, and finally, about the woman who wouldn't melt, who had been recovered from the Titanic disaster. He told him about how she had been called All Ice, which had eventually turned to All Alice, and how she had been purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gourdane.
And how Gourdane had hid Alice somewhere on the ship. Son. And you think that he hid her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess so.
I see.
Ace stared off into the distance, his hand slowly and absent-mindedly stroking his beard. After a few moments, his hand stopped. He turned slowly to look at Junpei, and his brows drew together.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
CAS?
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals, which is the reason why you can't just freeze people and then thaw them, because they will totally die. The water inside of them crystallizes.
Right, so that's how...
Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently.
Is that how all the science fiction-y people want to, like, freeze people
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
make them come back?
Pretty much. Or that's the reason why you can't just freeze people.
Yeah, you have to
and in
do
science
it
fiction,
like-
you have to just find another way.
Yeah, you have to do it like
Yes.
this.
The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
Freezing the penis.
Sexy things.
Making it super hard.
Yep. What do you mean, other things?
Well, son, there are many fetishes out there, and cold penis is one of them.
Ugh. Oh, that sounds awful.
It actually sounds awful. It actually sounds awful. Oh, and then it sticks. Oh, no.
God, this is the worst. This is the worst thing we've ever come up with.
Is it really?
No, but it feels bad. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man.
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Oh, like in science fiction movies when they freeze
That's
the body.
literally what
like,
I was talking
like
about.
Like Alien.
Yeah. Space travel? Are you serious?
I was thinking about science fiction in like the Futurama kind of style for some reason.
That's still science fiction, Kenny.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't thinking about space.
Trigon?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about space, I was just thinking on Earth.
Okay.
That's why it was different.
Surely you've heard of suspended animation, cryogenic freezing.
Yeah.
It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films.
Yeah, that thing.
People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
That was when Junpei understood what Ace was suggesting. Whoa. Wait a minute there. Ace looked at him and raised an eyebrow.
Are you saying...
Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that cost thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility, son. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and if costs were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously...
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. All the possibilities, just simple, mild...
No, that's actually very
Inconsistencies.
Ah!
I did it.
David Cage.
The melting point of Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
So we throw her in the furnace.
If you're quite right, it does sound unbelievable.
Shit, we throw her in the furnace.
But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man who we found dead on the floor.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes.
We would?
He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible because of the limitations of our bracelets.
We only just got here, too.
In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. And in order to do that, it requires the Earth key, preventing us from accessing door number 1. Who was it that opened that door, then?
Me!
It was Santa Lotus.
Close enough.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter.
So he was
Who
already
else then
dead.
could have done so?
Junpei thought for a second. No, nobody. After Santa and Lotus had used the Earth Key, they turned back and met up with Junpei and June, who had just returned from Edict. That's
And then
actually the scene we had.
everybody, yeah, and then everybody else was in the 3 room.
The two of them then proceeded to return to the large hospital room to reunite with Ace, Seven, and Clover. When Junpei and his team had gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had been left in the large hospital room, but they would have been unable to open door number 1 because of their digital route. Perhaps when Junpei and June had taken the elevator to door 2 then, with that really long conversation. No, that would have been impossible as well. They had been gone only 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed the man in there, and run back in 5 minutes.
Nah.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him then? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in this ship for some time?
What?
A person like that would know the ship quite well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The number doors would mean nothing to someone like that, son. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you were saying, the killer was Alice? It was Junpei's turn to raise an eyebrow. Ace drew his thumb across his lips thoughtfully.
Well, this is only one possible theory.
Ellipses. All eyes. Alice. Was Alice indeed somewhere in the ship with them? Junpei had only one clue. The keycard in his hand. It would, he hoped, grant him access to the Forest of Knowledge. But beyond that, what waited for him beyond that Forest of Knowledge?
The navel of the gigantic.
Whatever might be there, however, would have to wait. At the moment, there was nothing Junpei could do. He gripped the keycard tighter and shoved it deep into his pocket. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I need this stupid key.
Right, the unique key.
Yeah, and these freaking millennials with their unique keys. Okay, and now I just need to go in here and insert this in here. And now I have to... the code for the captain's quarters
How are you supposed to get the code again?
You're supposed to... It's a freaking hexadecimal, and you have to spell a word, and the word is 4 letters, which, of course, is
0.
0. Easy peasy.
Yay!
Alright, we did it!
We did it. True ending.
Yeah,
Ghetto.
so Clover has to stab us in the back now, but...
But we love her. I mean, she likes us.
A note.
A note?
Yeah. I found it in the pocket of the guy who with the captain's clothing. It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or some shit. I don't know. It sounded dumb.
What the hell? Let me see it. But Junpei wasn't going to get to see it. From the other end of the hall, he heard Ace's voice.
Hey, Junpei, Clover, what are you two doing over there? Hurry up!
Stop making out.
Stop making out. I won't allow my son and my daughter to be making out on this ship.
Never.
Clover shrugged.
I'll show it to you later, okay?
That's the worst thing to say.
Come on, we gotta hurry. I definitely won't die again. It's fine.
The sinister hand, huh? I'm looking at his face.
Oh, yeah.
Before Junpei could protest, she was gone.
This is the left hand.
Around the corner and off down the long stem of the L, a note. A note. Junpei was curious, but there was something else that bothered him. Her pocket had been bulging far more than it would from just the note. Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later, and ran off after Clover. What happens now, Kitty?
X?
They reached B deck at the same time.
Jumpy! Clover!
June's face was excited.
Doesn't look
Something
excited.
had happened. That much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her. What do you think she found?
Oh, she found that's right, they went to 6, so they found 9.
What's up? Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
We found it!
Found what?
We found it!
What did you find?
We found it! The last door! We found door 9!
What?
Nani, sorry. Come on, just fucking follow us. Come on, let's go. We'll explain on the way.
Okay, let's go. Did I turn on the timer?
No.
No, yeah, I did.
Oh.
Seven turned and jogged off
Right, I
down the
remember now.
stairs. The rest followed.
We finally made it.
Without any casualties. The relief and excitement in her voice echoed with each of them, which... Thank you, Kitty. What each of them felt. Kitty pulled on the neck of her shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's finally time. Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it. At least, not just yet. Still, if everyone said that it was door 9, then it probably was. He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one. But there was one thing he couldn't get off his mind. The number door could only accommodate between 3 to 5 people. There were 7 of them on their way to door number 9. That meant that in the best case scenario, there would be 2 of them who would have to stay behind. 2 people. He didn't have any solutions to that problem yet, but he was desperately hoping one would present itself. Junpei looked over at the clock. The hands indicated that it was 4:30. 10 minutes too late.
Yep.
They had 90 minutes before their time was up. Hey! Junpei! June! What the fuck are you two doing over there? Hurry up! Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
Let's go, Jumpy.
I love June so much, she's so cute.
Yeah.
June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could. Junpei followed.
Do you think I need the keyboard anymore?
Is it bothering you?
No.
Just get comfy. Yeah, Kitty, I don't feel comfortable with you messing around with cables. As a group, they piled onto the elevator and rode impatiently down to E deck.
I got it.
It looked familiar. There was a metal grate between the 2 elevators. Seven grabbed hold of it and began to talk.
I know I told you I'd explain it earlier, but honestly, there is not much to explain. After we split off from you guys, the 4 of us went on to elevator on the left. Then that took us to other side of the gate. After that...
They had headed down another hallway. It took them towards the bow of the ship, and eventually to the number 6 that Junpei and June had found earlier. With 4, they had been able to open the door and keep going. As usual, they had faced the locked door, but had been forced to complete 2 different areas before they could unlock it. Once they were through the door, there was another hallway that went into the other direction, towards the stern. So, on your way you found the elevator?
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap, right? You came from that side to this side.
Yeah, pretty much.
With that settled, Junpei looked around. So, where's the number 9 door?
Over here. Follow me.
7 began walking down the hallway that led towards the stern. Junpei and the others broke into a jog to keep up with him. They had been walking for a while, June in silent step with Junpei, when she spoke.
You know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
Huh?
But all 7 of us are going to door 9.
Run that by me one more time.
You don't get it? Santa, 7, and Lotus. What's their digital route?
That's 9. It's 9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
But they didn't.
Yeah, because Santa wouldn't let them. He said, we can't leave June behind.
This is why people ship them. I get it now.
That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the central staircase.
That's right.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you. I mean, Junpei felt his eyebrows knit as he considered that.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Perhaps June had sensed Junpei's concern.
I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
Junpei was about to respond when 7 suddenly stopped. In front of them stood a door. So, is this... Junpei couldn't see 7's face, but he could see him nod. There is no other place for us to go, huh?
Nope. Just look around. There is
At the end
nothing.
of the hallway was a thick iron wall. To the left and right, other hallways led to the port and starboard sides of the ship, but they were both closed off by thick metal grates. It looked as though 7 was right. The door in front of them was their only choice.
Alright, let's get moving.
He pulled open the door and walked in. Junpei took a deep breath and followed. It appeared they had been telling the truth. The first thing Junpei saw as he entered the room was the number 9. Like all the others, it was a rough thing made of red paint.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Just to help my memory.
Uh-huh.
For the neutral ending, what route did we go?
We went the first class quarters.
Yeah, with and then to the casino. Yeah.
The casino. I'm trying to remember what the second room was.
It was.
Wasn't it the laboratory?
It was either the laboratory or the operation room.
It wasn't the. I don't think it was the operation room.
Okay, so it must have been the lab. Then.
I think it was the lab. The lab.
And then what was the last room that we went to?
The last room we went through. Let me just double check. Because I also don't remember.
It's been a
Opening
while.
up my guide. The neutral ending, which now we know as the coffin ending.
Right.
Feels
No,
good
the
that I can
safe.
finally count that.
The safe ending.
Oh. Wait.
The safe ending.
Wait.
The coffin ending.
Oh, the coffin is what you get. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's what you get if you.
If we don't.
Yeah.
No, the safe
Do you see
ending.
the safe ending? You choose door number 5 to go first class cabin, then to the casino, blah blah. You go to the lab, and then you go to the steam engine room.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was just like, my memory was just kind of fuzzy, so okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
The door he decorated sat on the back wall of a rectangular room. Junpei ran up to it. It was a large double door with powerful styling. Something about it was almost majestic, and it made the red paint look especially garish. Junpei grabbed the handle and shook. It didn't budge, but then he hadn't really expected it to. The red was bolted to the wall next to the door. Its display read vacant. Finally, they had arrived. Junpei felt the flood of emotion wash over him. He felt the chill down his back, and his chest tightened even as his blood began to boil. He was about to speak when... Hey, Junpei! Look behind you! He turned around.
Idiot.
Junpei could scarcely believe what he saw. A door. And the 9. There was... another one. Hey! What the hell? What the hell is going on here? His words came slowly, and his brain struggled to understand what he had seen. On shaky legs, he made his way to the second 9. It was a small door, set parallel to the door they had come through, but in the other corner of the room. 9. There was no mistaking the number, and if any more proof was needed, a red was bolted to the wall next to the door. He grabbed the handle and shook, not because he expected it to open, but because he had to make sure it was real. Is Yanto there?
Yanto's on the suitcase.
Oh, he's passed
he fell
out.
asleep. Yeah, I
my
just
God.
heard him, so I thought he was trying to get out, but no, he was snoring.
Why the hell are there 2 doors? It was Ace who spoke first.
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other one is the wrong one?
No.
Son?
Lotus was skeptical.
I don't know about that. That seems unlikely.
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been to so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints on how to solve them. I'm pretty sure there aren't any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve this stupid puzzle. Do you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's gonna suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here.
The timer's going off. Oh, no, I'm crazy then. That sounded like my timer.
Nope.
I searched it very well when I was in here before. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
Well then, that means...
Yeah, both of these are the right door. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
Of course he didn't.
The exit is hidden, but it is there. Seek the exit. Seek the door that carries a 9. Junpei began to mutter to himself. So if there are 2 number 9 doors, if we split up right...
That's not gonna work.
Junpei blinked and looked up at Clover. She held out her hand.
You've got a notebook and a pen, right? Let me do math again. Can I borrow them?
Slightly confused, he pulled them out and handed them to her. I love that fucking marker sound.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Look at this.
Clover opened the notebook to a blank page and set it down on the desk. Everyone else gathered around her and watched as she wrote down a series of numbers.
These are all things to make up 9. There's the alarm.
You get it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations with the digital root of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit. There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So...
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then 3 are left behind, right? Clover nodded, almost as if she were pleased with herself for solving a difficult math problem.
Which she totes did.
The room went very quiet. Silence lay across everyone like a thick, heavy blanket. No one spoke. Their faces were blank. Desperate for something else to look at, Junpei turned his eyes to the room around him. As he did, he began to wonder, what was it? The walls were covered with candles. The wavering flames made the shadows of Junpei and his companions look as though they were dancing.
Can't stop dancing.
2 rows of wooden pews filled most of the room. Between them was a strip of rich red carpet.
Yep, we've been here.
The carpet ran straight through the room, ending at the door that pointed to the stern of the boat. At the other end of the carpet, an altar? It was a recessed space set into the wall between the two other doors. Sitting on a raised section of the altar was a coffin. A coffin. It couldn't possibly be.
This isn't the forest of knowledge.
If it wasn't, then whose body occupied it? That was as far as Junpei wanted to pursue that line of thought. He decided not to think about the coffin for the time being.
Snake, wake up and knock.
At that moment, Seven spoke. There was an edge of humor to his voice, but it was forced. I'm waiting for a good moment to end the episode, by the way.
Yeah,
I
figured. Okay. I give up. I fucking give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer, but... Fuck it, I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
Junpei didn't understand that he wasn't the only one.
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet?
Oh
my god, you're stupid. Fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong, she just... fucking screw it. Let me just write it out, okay? My turn.
Oh, squeaky marker, you're the MVP of this LP.
Yep.
Seven snatched up the notebook and began to write in it. Everyone else clustered around him, desperate for a look. It's dick butt.
If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But if there's another way, only one combination though. If you split up the remaining groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
Wait, this means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been a hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same fucking thing.
The same thing? Are you saying?
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind. Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden?
You little bitch.
Bitch. Are you some kind of fucking idiot?
Some kind of baka? Lotus was the first to speak. That in itself was a little strange. She had reacted much differently when Ace had volunteered.
I'm completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm going to have to owe you for getting out of here.
The rest of them began to speak, all at once.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either. Yeah, I don't like that idea either. There's gotta be other options.
I disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
God damn it, Ace.
Finally, they quieted down. Junpei looked at Seven. Well, there you go, Seven. Proposal denied. Clover's right, there's gotta be a better way than this. Except the math has already been worked out, but hey... Seven made some noises that was somewhere between a derisive snort and a cough.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
He was doing his best to pretend they were making a foolish decision, but Junpei could sense the twinkling of water at the corner of Seven's eyes.
Bless.
That was when Santa spoke. Whoa! Hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Yeah.
Until then, Junpei hadn't realized that Santa had stayed quiet for the whole discussion of Seven's fate. Something in his voice made Junpei uncomfortable. Are you agreeing? You want to leave him here? Santa shook his head. Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave Seven here alone. Then I don't see how that I said alone. Huh? I said I don't want to leave Seven alone. There was a dull shine in Santa's eyes. They were cold and hard. Junpei felt himself shiver. What the hell are you? What? You don't get it? Are you that fucking thick? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including Seven. I'll be leaving behind 3 people. That's my proposal. No. Those are my orders. What do you mean orders? What the hell makes you think you can just order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
Wow.
You all will. In 3 motherfucking seconds, you won't have a fucking choice. What? 3, 2, 1. Santa was so fast, Junpei could barely see him.
Did he just...
Where did he go, Kitty?
He's running.
When he moved, it was almost like watching a dance. No. What room did he go to? His feet moving like lightning. He spun and... Ah! He had June.
Ah, fuck.
Hey there, dear viewers. Someone went to the storage room.
Right. And Ace
Hey
did
there.
not.
Thanks for tagging along. We have a lot more episodes to record today, and a lot more fun.
Fuck.
Thank you for tagging along. Hey,
I
Kitty.
feel conflicted again!
Do you? Oh, I thought I could trust you.
I didn't really trust... He told us his tragic backstory, kind of. And I thought I could trust him after that, but nope. Give somebody a gun, and somebody's fucking gonna use the gun.
Give Clover the gun.
She's gonna use it, yep.
Hashtag give Clover the gun. Hashtag give baby Clover the gun.
I hate this game.
Thank you for tagging along. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with us, and we'll see you
Stop giving everyone guns.
on the next episode.
This is the worst.
Your salt is so tasty.
God fucking...
Mmm.
Damn it. 7. Santa, I trusted you!